Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here. I'm really excited to show you this new Cirrus bracelet created by the ever so talented Loomy Mama on Instagram. She did a wonderful job on this, and I will make sure to have her information below in case you want to check her out and give her a follow. Her account is fabulous and she has a lot of really cool designs too. This one here is a variation of her own original design, but there was not a name on the picture, so I'm not sure of the name of it, but Jace Alvarez, Dude Loomer on Instagram, will be doing the tutorial on that one in the near future if I'm not mistaken, so keep an eye out for that. This one here does take about 75 bands or so to create, and it's really not that hard to make either, so without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get started. To make this bracelet, I do recommend a double-ended hook. It works the best, but you can make it with 2 hooks. Also, you'll just need 1 C-clip. I'll be using my limited edition bands, but you don't have to. You can use whatever kind of band you'd like. And I'm just going to use 2 colors. I am going to stick with this color pattern, but I'll let you know how to do if you want the whole row to change. So if you're doing this color pattern, you're going to choose whatever color you want in your middle. And I'm going to use brown for my middle. And we're just going to place a cap band on the hook. Grab 2 more bands of that same color. And even if you're not doing the same color pattern, if you want the whole row to be the same color, you still will do this part the same. So place it on your hook, and we're just going to pull that through the cap band and attach back on your hook. The only thing I would say is to make sure that the middle is in the middle and the outside's on the outside. You don't want them like twisting. So we're going to add 4 bands onto each side. And for the color pattern that I just showed you, I'm going to do 2 of my brown, and then the outside 2 bands will always be the other color. If you want the whole row to be the same, then you will just do all 4 the same color. So we're simply just going to slide this band through the first 2 that's on my hook. And then before you attach it, we're going to pick up the band furthest to the left and put it back on your hook. And then reattach the one you just slid on. So that was our first band. Here comes our second. We're going to do the exact same thing. Slide on the first 2 bands. Pick up the one furthest to the left and then reattach. Again, if you want to do the color pattern I'm doing, I'm going to switch colors now. Pulling it through the first 2 again. Reattaching the outside one. Reattaching the white. And this is the last time, band number 4. Doing the same thing. Bringing over the first 2. Pick up that one furthest to the left and reattach. So it should look like that right now. We're just going to slide it down. You want to keep everything in the same order that they're in. If you do not have this double-ended hook, you would need to use your opposite or your other hook and slide it in to transfer them over. So we're going to do this over again. So I'm going to get 2 of my brown and then 2 of my white. So we're going to go through the first 2 bands. And then reattach the one furthest to the left. And reattach. Do that again. Go through the first 2. Pick up the band to the left. And then the one you were holding. Now I'm on to my 3rd band. So I'm going to use my white because I want the last 2 to be white. So doing the same thing. Pick up the band. And this is the last time. Bring it over the first 2. Pick up the outside band. And then reattach. So this is what your hook should look like. So now what we're going to do is cross these 2 brown bands on the right over these 2 on the left. Now there is another way you can do this, but I know a lot of people usually do it like this. So just cross them over like that. and I'm just going to hold the right side with my finger. Because we're going to get we're going to pull a band onto these 4 right here. So that will be the color of whatever you're using in your middle, which is brown for me. I'm going to slide everything down just a tad. Grabbing my brown band and having it ready, I'm going to remove these 2 bands right here on the far left, like so. But I'm going to let go of that inner one because it's caught on that band. It's just one less band you have to worry about holding on to. So I'm going to carefully let that go for a second and grab my brown band and hook it on my hook. Now I'm going to pick up these 2, and I use my finger to hold it so that I can work with these 2 fingers. So now we're just going to slide the very first 4 bands, make sure they're still crossed, onto the brown band we just put on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you do that, you're going to pick up the brown band that we just slid on. And now before you attach this white one, you have to pick up that one we let go. So it's the band furthest to the left. Put that back on your hook. And then the one you were holding goes on now. It's going to be a little loose, so slide it down. And you're going to want to just kind of go like that, just so because it's not going to be laying correctly. So just kind of straighten things out. So now what we need to do, excuse me, I'm getting all scratchy. Sorry guys, is the right side. So slide everything down, turn your hook around or transfer it if you don't have the double-ended hook. And this side's a lot easier. So we're going to grab another brown band. We're going to remove the first 2 like we did on the other side. I'm going to let go of the inner one since it's caught already. We're going to add our brown band on. And now we just need to simply pull over the first 4 again. So make sure you don't get this brown one in there. You're just going to bring over the first 4. Like so. Reattach it on your hook, the brown one. Like that. Before you attach your white, you're going to pick up that band furthest to the left. And then attach the outside one. And just like the other side, you're going to want to just kind of stretch it and fiddle with it for a second to get it to kind of fall into place. So now we're going to start our next section. But just so you know, like I said at the beginning, we had 4 bands onto each section. These 2 brown ones we added on are considered band 1. So we now only have 3 more to add on. So like I said, I add 2 brown and then 2 white. So I already have 1 brown. So I'm going to add my second brown one. And this is going to go through the first 3 bands. Make sure the whites stay in the order that they're in. So bring over 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to pick up the band furthest to the left. And then reattach the brown. And now we're going to add on our 3rd band, which is white. Go through the first 2. Pick up that band furthest to the left. And be careful because that one does want to slip down if you don't pick it up quickly. And this is my 4th band. Again, it's white. Pick up the first 2, just like before. Pick up the band furthest to the left. So that's all we're doing for the left side. So we're going to slide everything down. Turn it around. And now we're going to do the same thing over here. So this was already band 1 right here. So this will be band 2. The first one always goes through the first 3 bands on your hook, keeping them in order. Pick up the outside band, put it on your hook, reattach the brown. Now I have to do my 2 whites. Go through the first 2, pick up the outside band, and reattach, and one more time. So it should look like this right now. So now this is where we have to do like the crossing again of the bands. So we're going to cross the 2 right brown over the 2 left brown. I'm just going to go like that. I'm going to just hold that right or left side or right, whatever side it is, with my finger. So now we're going to remove these first 2 bands. I'm going to let go of that inner one because it's already caught on, so it's not going to go anywhere. And I'm going to let go of that one for a second too. Attach my brown or whatever color you're using for the inside. I'm going to pick those 2 up, and I use my finger to hold them just as a placement. And now I'm going to slide the first 4 bands over. So the first 2 white, and then you should still have your brown crossed. Bring over the first 2 like so. So we now need to reattach that brown one. And then before you attach the white, pick up that band. Pick up that band furthest to the left. And then you can reattach that one. I like to slide it down a little because that end one's always loose until you stretch it and fix it. Like so. And now we will go to the other side. Slide it or turn it around or use your other hook, whatever you need to do. And we'll do this side now. I don't usually film when my son is awake, and he's awake, so I'm kind of mentally distracted. Alright, so take off the left 2. I'm going to let go for a second. Very carefully attach my brown. Now this is the easier side, so you're just going to simply bring over the first 4 again. So bringing over the first 2 white. And then the next 2 brown. Attach the brown. Pick up the outside white one. Put it back on your hook. Reattach the white. And just kind of fix everything. And voila. And we're going to keep doing that all over again. Over and over. So you can just kind of follow along. I'll do it like a few more times. So the first time that we, oh, and remember that these 2 inner bands are already considered band 1, so we only have 3 more bands to add on. So the first one always goes through the first 3. Picking up the outside one and attaching the brown. Now I'm going to my 2 white. Going to the first 2. Make sure you don't get those 2 mixed up because that brown one wants to kind of slip back in the side of there. And now we're at the point where you need to cross your bands again. So I've already done it 2 times showing you how to cross the middle, where you just simply cross it like that. But I want to show you another way in case you don't want to do that. So we would remove the first 2 bands like before, attach on your inner color band, pick up the outside one just like I did the first time, And this time I'm not crossing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like before and pick up the first 2 bands here. And now we would just have to grab these 2 and pull them over. Not the very next 2, but the next 2 after that. And you would just simply pull them over. So you can do it that way too. Just depends on what you think is easier. And make sure you get everything back on. Don't forget to pick up that one white one. And now we would do the other side the same exact way as before. Just picking up these first 4 bands. Reattach your brown. Pick up the white and reattach the outside white. So this is where you would cross the 2 over the 2 left. I'm going to do it the way I just showed you a moment ago in case you want to do it that way. Bring over the first 2. And then you're going to skip the next 2 and bring over the next 2 after that. So it would be the 3rd and 4th band crossing over. So basically you're just manually crossing it instead of crossing it beforehand. Get everything back on your hook. Straighten it out. Slide it down. So we can do the other side. And there you go. I believe that's enough direction for you to be able to make this really cute bracelet. You just keep repeating those same steps over and over. And then you can go ahead and hit the pause button. When you reach your desired length, come back. And now I'm going to show you how to close it up. So you'll be at the point as if you're going to start your next pattern. You'll have your 2 sets of inner bands. And then you'll have these 2 bands out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab the 2... It's 1 band, but the 2 bands right here, and we're going to cross it over the left ones like you were doing before. And it's a lot tighter because there's not extra bands on there, so there's a lot of tension. Just hold it with your finger like so. You're going to grab whatever color you use for the inner part. And we're going to pull this through all 4. So just slide it down, bring over those 2, and bring over these 2. And then reattach that, like so. And now we're just going to do the same to the other side. Place it on your hook. Bring over the first 2. And now you're going to bring over these 2. Like so, and reattach. So now you're left like that. And then you can simply either add a C-clip onto here, but if you don't want to take the chance of putting it onto 4 bands, just grab one more band and pull it through all 4. And that is what you will attach your C-clip to. And you can just pull these top bands out a little bit so it's not tighter than the rest. And voila! I love this Cirrus bracelet created by Loomy Mama. I think she did a fabulous job. So if you do like this as well, please hit the like button below. Also tag Loomy Mama and me, Loves to Loom, on Instagram if you make it. We'd love to see your rendition of it. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button also. You can keep up with any of my tutorials. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you at my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.